This is the era that we are in, folks. Player empowerment. I'm not a fan of it, but hey, Adam Silver thinks this is the best way to help the league grow, to help ratings. This is what we got. We just got to deal with it. But let's talk about it though. Chris Paul was bought in to help Wembanyama's career. De'Aaron Fox been bought in to elevate Wembanyama's career. When you look at Wembanyama, generational talent, this guy's going to have so many records before it's done. Putting up 25, 12, 4 assists, to go with 3 blocks. He's unstoppable at times. I would like to see him put some more weight on, hit the weight room. But he nice. Now you pair him with De'Aaron Fox, a guy who was putting up 25, 6 assists, to go with 4 rebounds. Yeah, the Western Conference just got a lot more interesting. That Southwest Division with the Rockets, the Spurs, and the Mavericks, it's going to be a dogfight, folks. That division going to be lit. You know what I'm saying? Right now, the San Antonio Spurs are in 12th place. Getting a guy like De'Aaron Fox, ain't no other way around it. They have to get the 8th seed or be a playing team. You know, because by getting De'Aaron Fox, you could take the ball out of Chris Paul's hands more and save Chris Paul for the end of the game. One of the best point guards ever. You know, he's not going to turn that ball over. I think Chris Paul shoot 90% from the free throw line. And, you know, you will be able to preserve Chris Paul's career a lot longer. This was an excellent move by Popovich and the staff and the management. You feel me? They were able to get De'Aaron Fox, and they didn't have to give up Vassell, Castle, any of them boys. That's unbelievable. You know, and they get back a point guard, Jordan McLaughlin. He's a nice point guard, too. Shooting guard. He can play either position. That's a win for the San Antonio Spurs. When you look at the Chicago Bulls, this was horrible for them. All they got was a bag of chips and a Coke. You know, they received Trey Jones, Zach Collins, Kevin Huerter, and the 2025 pick. That's trash, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But Sacramento Kings, they won too. Because you get Zach LaVine. You know, Zach LaVine could be an all-star. You know, Cisco, Spurs drafted him last year. He's a nice player that can grow and could become something, you know, with minutes. 3 first-round picks? That's what sold me on the trade. That's how you make a move. You know, the deal could have went down with just the 3 first-round picks and them 2 players. But not only that, they get 3 second-round picks too. So the Kings, when I look at the Spurs and the Kings, it's equal trade. You feel me? The Kings are set up for their future, and the Spurs have set themselves up to make an impact and do damage now and down the future. You feel me? But we're here to talk about the Spurs, though. De'Aaron Fox is the fastest point guard in the league. The only knock on him, he not really a good three-point shooter, and he be shooting too many threes. He be trying to improve him, but that's just not his game. And he need to mature a lot more on the court. He be taking crazy shots at times. Playing with the San Antonio Spurs and their system with Popovich, he not going to go for that. You got to take smart shots within the offense. But his main job is going to be to feed Wembanyama. That pick and roll with Wembanyama is going to be crazy, man. Real talk. De'Aaron Fox, one of the best mid-range shooters. And Wemby can score from all over. The other guys around him, Vassell, Castle, and the rest of them guys, they going to get so many looks. They got to knock them down, though. San Antonio Spurs, they built for the future, man. And they built to do some damage now, because you never know if a team or two get an injury or two. San Antonio Spurs could just slide right up in and do some damage, man. It don't have that many teams that got a big man that could check Wembanyama. And they don't got that many teams that got the speed to hang with De'Aaron Fox. So when they step on the court, I'm going to say 7 out of 10 times, they're going to have the advantage. It's up to them to take advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? This was an excellent move by the Spurs. Another thing, when Wemby usually go to the bench, teams go on runs with the Spurs. Now, Wemby could take a break and you can run your offense through De'Aaron Fox, or vice versa. This was just excellent. I don't know how they're going to run their rotations yet, because I don't think you can run Chris Paul at the point and De'Aaron Fox at the 2. He's not good of a shooter like that. But they may want to run it like that because it ain't too many shooting guards that got the speed to hang with De'Aaron Fox. And another thing that's going to pay off for the Spurs, De'Aaron Fox is one of the best defensive guards in the game. He's willing to play defense, so that's going to help out a lot. But I think Chris Paul needs to come off the bench and just let De'Aaron Fox do his thing with Wembanyama. And another thing folks not paying attention to, by De'Aaron Fox going over there, a lot more players are going to want to come play with him and Wemby. Them ticket prices just went up, for real. Plus, Spurs got money to spend. And look at all the picks they got coming up in the future. They're going to be able to add to this team. They don't really need that much to contend. So their draft picks that's coming up, they're going to be, game-changing picks. And Pop know how to build a team. This team is on the rise. By having De'Aaron Fox, they could play slow or they could play fast. De'Aaron Fox liked to play fast. They ran up and down the court with the Kings. With Chris Paul, you got to slow it down, play slow. Having Fox, it gives you another style to play. And that's going to be dangerous, man, because Wembanyama could play either way. You feel me? I hear a lot of folks talking about De'Aaron Fox overrated. He never improved his game. But that's BS. His style of play, he needed to play with a big man that could protect the rim. Sabonis was the worst defensive center in the league. He couldn't protect nothing at the rim. It was barbecue chicken in that paint. Now you get to go play with Wemby, the best rim protector in the league. It was a perfect fit. This move takes a lot of pressure off of Wemby. He ain't got to play all them minutes like that. You could put that ball up in that young boy's hand and let him run. Wemby, he been putting up good numbers, but no one seemed to care because, the Spurs wasn't looked at as a threat. Now, everything he does gonna matter, Let me know in the comment section, how do y'all grade this trade? And do you think the San Antonio Spurs will make it to the playoffs this year? Because they're currently ranked 12th in the West. And they're going to have to do a lot of screwing and scratching to get up in there. Because it ain't easy in the Wild Wild West. You got to fight. This Sports Savvy TV. I see y'all on the next one, people.